So we're in chapter 19 of Kings. It's a lot going on. It's exciting times. Remember, we just left Elijah battling those other prophets. But here in 19, we got, after he's done this, he's saying, and Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, also how he had executed all the prophets with the sword. Then Jezebel sent a messenger to Elijah, saying, so let the gods do to me, and more also, if I do not make your life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. So, and then when he saw that, he arose and ran for his life. So Elijah, remembering just after Elijah seen the power of God, seeing God help him out to prove that the Baals and the Asherah's gods are nothing. The sacrifice. In order, was 800 prophets on the other side. After he's seen the power of God, now he's seeing Queen Jezebel is threatening his life again, and he is scared. He is running away. We're seeing that no matter how strong you are, can be a man of God, woman of God, going through big times, the man is still human. The man is still fearing. Not saying he should fear, because he just saw the miraculous strength of the Lord. He knows the Lord's with him, but yet he's still scared. He's fleeing for his life. But we see, as he flees for his life, later on, we're going to see the Lord speak to him in a still voice. I bet you people are saying, why did the Lord? So it wasn't earthquake needed. Later on, it talks about go to a place because the Lord is going to walk by. Here we see God's revelation, and behold, the Lord passed by, and a great and strong wind tore into the mountains and broke the rocks in pieces before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still small voice. A still small voice. Now, later on, we'll see the Lord knows how to reach you. The Lord knows what you need, no matter where you are. Like this man, Elijah, he wanted to kill himself when he ran away. So before this, we see him there saying, he said to him, what are you doing there? That's what the Lord said. But before that, he was saying, like he wants to end his life. He's saying, now, Lord, take my life, for I'm no better than my fathers. Like he ran to this place, he mounted the mountain of God, and he was tired, he was depressed, he wanted to end his life. He was tired of this persecution, Queen Jezebel, King Ahab trying to chase him. He was trying to end his life, but the Lord knows how to meet him. He didn't come with him with earthquake, he didn't come with him with more fire, he came with him with still small voice. The Lord will meet your needs. He knows what you need. He needed that soft, reassuring voice. Even before, I see how the Lord dealt with Cain. With Cain, he still was hearing his plea. When Cain was scared, the Lord was still said, I will put a mark on you. So we see it says, the angel of the Lord came back the second time and touched him and said, arise and eat, because the journey is too great for you. We see why he is depressed, why he wants to finish his life. He's had enough. Queen Jezebel's after him, and not only she's after him, but she knows how to find him, because it says, then Jezebel sent a messenger to Elijah. So she knows how to find him. His messenger's telling him that she wants to end his life. But while this is all going on, the Lord is giving him food. The Lord is coming to visit him. And not just any angel, it's the angel of the Lord. So Jesus is revealing himself in these days. Jesus said before Abraham he was there. Jesus is still manifesting in one way to mankind before New Testament. We can see Jesus being revealed in the Old Testament. But later on, this is all about Elijah is going to go. Jesus does tell him, even while you're feeling, so whatever you're feeling, there's work for you to there's work for you to do, because we see here, God has a plan for what he wants to happen. He says to Elijah, he needs to go and anoint. It says, and Elisha the son of Shaphat of Abel Mahalal, you shall anoint as prophet in your place. And then later on we see Elijah will find him and put his mantle over him. So Elijah turned back from him and took a yoke of oxen and slaughtered them. Now before that, so it says here, where are we? Yeah, Elisha the son of Shaphat, who was plowing with 12 yoke of oxen before him, and he was with him the 12th. Then Elijah passed by him and threw his mantle on him. So he's thrown his mantle. And remember, this mantle is represented. It was just a cloak, but Elijah was recognized by this cloak. They knew he was a prophet. This was a special anointing. Know that God's anointing is over you. This cloak is over you. Now he's throwing that over Elisha. So Elisha will be aware that what is happening. And we don't even know. Maybe God's already talked to Elijah saying that he's going to call him now. Elijah's coming to confirm this perhaps, but either way, we know it's just like God dealt with Elijah and didn't force him to do it. He came to him in a silent voice, nicely, softly, same way we see here. God's not forcing anyone to follow them. When Elisha now has got the mantle and he says, please, he's asking, can I go back and just kiss my mum and dad goodbye? And then he's like, oh, the Elijah pastor, he said, please let me kiss my father and mother and then I shall follow you. Then I shall follow you. And he said to him, go back again, for what have I done to you? Now, this is confusing. Some saying, was he being sarcastic? Why are you going back for? Why are you not following now? But people saying, when you look at how it is in the Hebrew, the way it's over it, can't go into the detail, but they're basically saying, he's like, yeah, you go do what you need to do because I've done what I need to do. I've done what the Lord told me to do. So after he's gone and looked at, weighed cost of following God, he comes and follows, and he said he ministered unto